everyone, my name is Anna Marie with Celebrate Creations, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about leather tools. This is my set and I've been collecting them for about 15 years. So today I'm going to show you where you can find these and give you a sample on the patterns. So with that, let's get started. These tools are from Craftool, and they are identified by numbers that are on their stems. Each one of them has a different number and a different pattern. Some of these will be hard to find, but surprisingly, when I did a search yesterday, I basically found every one of them but one, and that was this one right here. I did not find. But the rest of these you can find, and I did find them on Google. I did a Google search on Craftool and the number that was on their stem, and a lot of them were found on eBay and or other craft leather sites. So that was exciting for me because if you lose one, you want to be able to replace it, because these tools will last you forever, and you can do lots and lots of patterns with these tools. I mean, they are just different sizes. Here's like two. You can see the different sizes. There we go. Really nice, really nice tools. I did see this caddy, by the way, on eBay, which I was really surprised because mine is very old and it looks just the same as theirs, so I was kind of excited to see that. Some of them have some really nice patterns on them, and so with these tools I'm going to go ahead and give you a sample of what you can create using leather tools on polymer clay. Okay, here I have a piece of Sculpey Soufflé on the thickest setting, and soufflé has a really nice texture to it. I really like that. I'm going to show you how to use the weave, and it's a continuation of a pattern that you will be using once you start placing it. So to start by pressing your first one in, and now you're going to continue that pattern straight across. And it's going to give you a beautiful weave. There's the first line, and this will be really nice for an edge. Now to do a second, you're going to want to offset, press in, and there's the second one. Now of course, if you're putting this down, you want to be a little bit more neater and make sure that those edges touch each other here, but this gives you an idea of the weave. And you can put some Pearl X on this and it would just make that pattern just pop. Really nice. So that is the weave. And if you're interested, that one is 501 by Craftool. So you can look that up. I will leave a link below, or not a link, but a description of that. And that way you know, if you want to go search for it, you can. Let's try and make a flower. I'm gonna try, let's try this one. It's got like a tiny little indentations. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to combine it with, say, this one. I think that'll be nice. So first you want to put your center down, and you can see it's got some really nice detail inside. For being old, these are made really well, so they will stand. Oh, let's put this. They will stand for a lot of use. This one here has a little, almost like a concho shell type look. And I'm going to start. For reference, I'll use this little indentation here so I'll know. And I'm just going to run it all the way around. And there is a sample flower. And like I said, these are just samples. If I was really putting this down for a decoration or some type of an embellishment, I would really want to make sure that I get it straight. So you can see just by the two how it makes that beautiful pattern. So this one is 428 and this one is 601. Let's try a different type of a flower. Let's go ahead and use this one. This is a cedar because it's got a really big indentation and it has the slanted edge here. So we'll do this, and we'll also use let's try this one right there. Or better yet, let's try these two. So it'll look like that. So again, we're going to press it down. There's the center. It's got a nice little lifted center, you can see. And this one is a nice little triangle. So let's, I'm going to use this flat edge for reference. This got a beautiful there we go. And that is that. This one is 843 and the other one is F916. There we go. So see, you can really do lots and make lots of different patterns using just the basic shapes that are on here. There is one thing that I really like to do using this one right here. It doesn't look like much, but it does have a little wheat pattern there, crisscross wheat pattern. Even this got really nice patterns. But for this one, what I'm going to do is I am going to put it around. Just your regular snake. And what I'm going to do is use this tip for reference. And I'm just going to go around of that snake. And it makes a really, really interesting beveled edge. I did two different ways. That way you can see that this one is separated and this one is connected. So that's very interesting, and I enjoy doing this because I have used this technique on one of my tutorials making some jewelry. And this one is 104. So to add dimension to that, I'm going to go ahead and give it a outline on top of that. So let's try this one. It's a little smaller. I mean, you can go with the bigger ones, but I'm going to use the smaller one. You can see it's got the little teeth there. And I'm going to start by going, let's see, just around. Around this little bevel. And it just adds a little bit more depth to your piece. There you go. So like I said, you can do lots of interesting shapes. You know, if you had a cabochon in there, that would look really, really nice as a pair of earrings. You can make these into charms or embellish another type of, you know, box, a trinket box, things like that, you know. So I mean, your way of, oh, this one is, let's give you the code on that. It's F934. And if you want to go a little bit more, these, I'm just going to do some around the outside here. See how tiny those can get? They can get really, really tiny. And it's almost identical to this type of a pattern that I used on the outside here. Just a smaller version. This one is a really nice one also. This one you can do some really nice edging. Let's see if I can do this sideways. Moon looks nice, but it's off, but you get the idea that you can go around all the edging. That makes some really, really nice flowers. I mean, you can add so much to this. You can just go around this. You can add more and more dimension to any of your designs. This one is 429. So this is what I want to show you on the vintage patterns. I'm going to show you the two newest ones that I'm going to add to my collection. Okay, these are my latest new additions to my stamp collection. These ones are bugs, and they are all from Real Leather Crafts. They're not from the same company, Craftool, that created the vintage set I have. So I'm going to be very interested to see how these work out. So let's go ahead and test them and see how they go. Okay, these are the bug set, and I noticed that they only give you one hand wand. It's a little different than the ones I'm used to using. They're usually attached, so this will be interesting. One thing I did notice is that in the corner here there is a focal point there to establish direction of where you're at on your stamp. So that's kind of nice. You do want to know what you know, how to place it and what direction your stamp is facing, because these can easily get turned around if you're working on a creation, and it can actually ruin your piece. So it's nice to know that they do have a little focal there. It's a little dot, it's kind of hard to see right there. So let's go ahead and test the first one, which is one of my favorites. It's a butterfly. So I've got the focal section there. It's actually really nice. It's got nice crisp lines, and that looks like you can make some really nice charms out of that. A cricket. And because of the little focal right here, I'll be able to know which way it's facing. Awesome. That is really cute. There it is. This is actually pretty convenient to have individual, just one wand, easier to store. This one is actually awesome. This is a scorpion. Find the direction point. These got really nice lines, especially you've got a lot of detail in here, so it's nice to be able to see it in your stamp. This one is a ladybug. That is really, really cute. I really like the way these are coming out. Got a spider. This is a bee, bumblebee. That's kind of nice. Like a dragonfly. Oh, gotta look for the direction. And we got an ant. Direction. There we go. So based on what I see, these look like they're going to be fun to work with. They've got really, really good detail on the tiny little legs. You can see the inside of like this scorpion. They've got little things inside where you can actually see, also with the bumblebee. So these got really, really good detail. So I'm pretty happy with those. I think those are going to be fun to work with on a border or charms or something of that sort. So now this one is a little bit more challenging. You can create different patterns based on the way you lay them. So I'm just going to show you a basic one, a real quick one, just to show you what they look like. But it does give you a pattern, how to work it. These, there's 3 that come to this set, and there are opposites of each other. And one thing I notice about these is they do not have a point of direction or a notch or something to let you know what side you're on. You have to continue to be looking like this, and you can get pretty confused. So what I did is I marked the big section with a black felt marker, and on this one also, so I know those two sides are opposite of each other. So I'll be able to work with it. If you, I don't know if you can see, those two sides have my markings. So when I look, I'll know this is what I'm doing. It also comes with this little also stamper, and it's that section right there. So let's go ahead and give it a try. We're just going to do 1 first, and then add 2, and then add 3. So we'll just do 1 at a time. We'll go across the way here. Very nice. And I'm just going to stay with the same theme. I'm not going to change or turn my stamp. That actually looks pretty nice, pretty even, and that looks really, really cute. That would be wonderful border. You can see it right there. Now I'm going to use the 2 floral ones and show you what they look like opposite of each other. So like I marked this one, so I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to go back with this opposite corner, and you can see how it goes opposite to each other. That's actually really nice. Now we're going to make a 4 set with the 3 stamps. So let's do this at a diagonal, and this one at a diagonal. Now I'm going to go opposite of this one. Since I put my markers down, I know which way I'm turning it. And this one opposite of the bottom one. You can leave it like that, or you can add these, which I will do 2. Oh wait, let's do 1. Oh, I put them too close together. Well, we'll just do it like that. So you can see by changing the directions on these stamps that you can create different patterns. I've added 1 here, and then I've added 3 here. So there is so many different ways you can use these. So I do want to show you something. These are magazines that I have gotten years ago, and I don't think they're available anymore, but at least you can see what I'm talking about when you have lots of things that you can create using the leather stamps on polymer clay. When I say you can create huge different sceneries and patterns, you can do that just with individual stamps, and they will show you how to create those type of scenes just using stamps. And this would be wonderful to see on a polymer clay scene. If you're in this book, I want to show you something that I ran across. These are different types of corners and edging that you can create, and that stamp that I showed you earlier, the weave, this is that stamp right there, and also this one. So you can see that you can create just different types of patterns just using one stamp. So in a way, they are a good investment. Like I said, they're identified by their numbers, and they are by Craftool. And this one happens to be, again, 501, if anybody's interested. So I just wanted you to see that, the options and the designs are endless. So these are samples that I created just using basic leather tools, and I wanted to share that with you today. On this set here, I will be using in my next tutorial, because I will be creating a necklace with this set. So please don't forget to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when that tutorial comes available. So if you have any comments or any questions, or you want to know anything about these tools or their numbers, please let me know down below in the comment section. And with that, thank you for watching.